Now, after the death of Lucius Tarquinius Priscus, of course, with the help of Tanaquil, Servius Tullius takes over and he becomes the next king, but he wasn't approved immediately through the vote. Now, he took some steps to secure his position, both in private and in public. I welcome you to my YouTube channel where I explore ancient texts, and ancient texts here I mean texts that have been around for thousands of years. At the moment I'm going through the book From the Founding of the City by Titus Livius of Livy, which is a collection of books that were written around about 2,000 years ago, and they cover the history of Rome, about 700 years of the history of Rome. If you've not subscribed, subscribe so that you don't miss any of the videos that I upload. Plus that also will help me reach a wider audience. Now, Servius is aware that his position is not really secure because number one, there's this rumor moving around that he's a child of a slave, and he's also a foreigner. Basically, he wasn't an original Roman. So he takes a few steps to make sure that he secures his position, and the steps are both in private and in public. In private, what he does, he is aware of what happens to Lucius Tarquinius Priscus with the sons of Ancus, and he knows the sons of Ancus came and killed him, in fact, because they believed he took away the throne from them. So he is aware that that might also happen to him, not from the sons of Ancus, because those were already in exile, but from the sons of Lucius Tarquinius Priscus, because he had, at least we are told of two sons, one who went by the name Lucius and another one who went by the name Arruns. So he decides he's going to do something about that, and he gives them, he marries his two daughters to these two boys, just to make them, I think, family, so that they don't think about coming after him. So that's what he does in private. In public, he knows that Romans don't like him yet, and he has to do something about that, and the easiest way to make people to like you is to go to war and win a war. So he goes and he starts a war with the people of Veii. These were Etruscans, and he fights them, and he defeats them. And when he defeats them, he comes back to Rome. He's a hero, and Romans now consider him to be really their king. But they had not yet really voted him to be king, but they considered him basically a king. Another thing he does is he decides that he's going to do something that the other kings had not done, and that is he calls for a census. And this census, it was meant to distinguish citizens, put them into classes. And in fact, throughout the census, one of the things that was done is people were put in classes depending on how much wealth they own. Those who earned a lot of wealth were put in Livius tells us first class, others were put in second class, third class, fourth class, the fifth class. And here's the thing. The classes also determined what function one would play in the military, in being a soldier, what function basically one would play. And it also, for those who did not have money or wealth to fall into these classes, the very bottom ones, they could not serve in the military, but they also could not vote. That's something that he put in place. So the biggest thing he did, in fact, is putting citizens into these classes and assigning responsibilities, especially regarding military and politics. So Servius also enlarged the city, just like most of the other kings that had come before him. He enlarges the city, he expands it, he brings more land, and assigns it to citizens, of course. And then at the end of it, he moves around and he talks to the citizens, and he wins their love, and they end up voting for him to be actually king now with a mandate from the people.